Hey guys, welcome to GameGainz, and today we are starting a new series on this channel that is game review. And the first game that we are going to review is Game of Sultans. So Game of Sultans is a pretty popular game, and if you have an account on Instagram, you have definitely seen these wacky ads. Like, they have these crazy ass ads that are just I don't even know how they get past like Facebooks and Instagrams, guidelines. They're a little bit demeaning, they are fat shaming, and then they're just so bad. But it kind of makes you want to check out the game too, because the way these ads are portrayed, it's more like, there's a girl and there's this prince, the sultan, and they are kind of just it just seems basically like, there's a romantic connection in the game, and the game is all about romance. So I wanted to play this game, and I wanted to make a video about, is it just worth it to play this game, to download this game? So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. And before that, if you've not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe and click the bell icon. You know what to do, the drill. Comment on this video. I'm gonna probably post a lot more parts because it's a big game. It's a really big strategy kind of game. It's not really what it seems in these ads. So yeah, and then I'm also gonna give you like pros and cons of whether you should download it or like spend money on it, and whether it's up your alley or not. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing, when you download the game and open it, you can see this download screen, and boy oh boy, the artwork is so good. It's perfect, and the music is good. The voice actors which they have used, they're really good. But like, I don't understand why this game was marketed as it was, because it's a really good quality game, especially like artwork and animations. It's a good game. Through this cover photo, you can see as if it's like a very family oriented game, or it's like a romance dating kind of a, like a sultan dating simulator, but it's clearly not. Okay, so after that, you get to play as the sultan. You can only play as the sultan. You can't play as like a female character or like any other character, and you can choose a face and customize your name. And like, the artwork is so good. Like, all the faces are pretty different, and they're really nicely designed. So one more thing, like why I'm showing images, because, well, you know about all these crazy playthrough rules. Sometimes the companies want, and sometimes they do not want. They themselves are so unclear on their things. So I just want to post a review. I don't want to post a gameplay, because it's not a very linear game anyway. So yeah, so that's why I'm just using pictures and I'm providing my commentary on it. Okay, so then we are basically faced with this situation where our father is ill, and we are just called back, and like a really basic storyline. But you can see in the pictures, the artwork is amazing. It's so detailed, and even the characters and the little animations, it's perfect. I think they should have marketed it on this, based on these factors, rather than, I don't know why they did all those stupid crazy ads. So next, so it's still the tutorial, and we're faced with a battle, and we have this visor that we need to upgrade throughout the game, and we have a lot of different visors that will keep coming on. So we have these two army factions that are about to go to battle, and they're gonna battle it out. Because it's a tutorial, you'll win. So you'll win this castle. Yeah, and you can also see all these statistics. So I have 2 points here. The first point is that the battle the battle and the game and the animation. It's really cute, it's perfect, it's really detailed, and you'll actually enjoy it. So that's that. The next thing I want to say, that after you do that and come back to this main sort of area where you have your parliament and just kind of a main map, you can say, because there are 3 levels of maps. So this main map where you have your parliament and where you're starting your journey from, it's a little bit complicated because there are a lot of items on the screen. The user interface, like, it's beautiful, but it's really complicated because for me it was just like, okay, so there are like these general attributes, and there is a lot of information that is just inside the game, and especially the menu screen too. It's a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. So yeah, that's what I want to say about this part. So now listen, I am downloading this game because I want to really play, and I want to see all these romances that I was promised, and I cannot find anything. Like, all I've done is just fought out, and it's a really nice action strategy based game, and I'm not complaining, but that's not what I was advertised. So I'm a little bit impatient. So just when you're starting to get impatient, you will see in the first picture, like, you have this imperial parliament and you'll have this kind of exclamation mark. So you have a mission there where you can go and where you can just do these tasks of gathering resources. And in the second picture, you can see I got a little excited here because I thought we'll finally start romancing characters, but nothing at all happened. I just scrolled a little bit and she said that come again, and honestly that was about it. It was a little heartbreaking. So yeah, so then you kind of get to see these imperial affairs. So this is kind of inside your imperial parliament, and you have these 2 options of getting wealth, grain, and soldiers, and you also have this another option of and you have these 2 kinds of imperial affairs to just upgrade. The next thing is the map. So there are 3 maps, as I mentioned before, 3 levels of maps, you can say. The one where we start from, it's a pretty detailed, beautifully laid out map. And then when we go outside, we have these castles, and I'm guessing we did win castle 1, so we have all these castles to win. And we also have this 3rd map, world map. So, and there are a lot of, I'm just showing a really small fraction of it. There are a lot of places on this, so I'm sure it's gonna be a really, really long game. So yeah, so till now obviously there hasn't been anything that's advertised, but the pro of this game is that definitely you if you are interested in strategy, action, war, historic kind of games, this will be right up your alley. Although I've heard that you get to romance people, but that's a little bit later in the game, maybe when I develop my things and unlock places on my maps, and I'm gonna do that in part 2. So yeah, and the last point is about the in-app store. Obviously, I think there has to be things that you can buy, like diamonds and rings and everything like that. There is one more lady, I don't know if you can romance her or not. She's kind of a coffee reader, and she tells us our fortune. So yeah, okay, so yeah, after that you may need to buy some stuff as you progress in the game, and I'm gonna cover all of that in part 2. So till now, if you really like strategy games and that's all up your alley and you have some money to spare, I think you can take this. Obviously it's free to download, but I'm guessing you're gonna need all this gold and all super soon if you want to advance fast in the game. Alright, so yeah, the con which I found out was it's unnecessarily complicated at some points, like too many menus and I don't know where to go and what to do, and just too many characters at one point. Keep in mind that I'm making these reviews from a very general perspective, like from a very common person's perspective. So yeah, if you've played games like these in the past, obviously the menus and everything would not look overcomplicated to you. But for a person who's just like, because this game and this advertisement was just out there to almost everyone, like who had even downloaded the most basic mobile game ever. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. And if you want me to make a part 2, leave a thumbs up and just comment on this video. I'll see you guys next time with part 2. And keep an eye out for more game reviews. Till then, bye.